like you're traveling in style.
This is the life. I sure wish the weather would make up its mind.
So do I.
This is a very stubborn wheel.
Like my wife, Yarrow. A team of mules couldn't have kept her home.
But she's not stubborn, amigo. She's a very brave woman.
I don't see how you figure. This has been a great opportunity for her to see the country. Free transportation, free room and meals.
The room is an old tent, and the good meals would be no good without her cooking them.
Oh, cooking's no problem. Don't I always dry the dishes?
See, after she washes them. And it's another reason why she's brave. She marry you.
Well, that makes her brave.
To marry a man makes any woman brave.
Well, don't let her hear you. I'll have to raise her wages.
The only raise I want is another cushion. I could even use 2 more. How much farther is it to the Laredo cutoff?
Well, just over the next hill. We'll water the herd and camp there tonight. Maybe make San Antone tomorrow.
I hope so.
Oh, if Yarrow is right, you are a brave girl. A most beautiful brave girl.
With sand in my hair, freckles on my nose, and a ton of mud under my fingernails, you must be crazy.
Yep, really crazy about you.
Sure like the way you talk, mister.
Well, it's been a long, hard trip. Soon be over.
Laredo would have been much easier, wouldn't it, Gil? We'd probably be there by now.
Well, it's just as well to go around it this way. We'll find a buyer for the herd in San Antone.
You wouldn't be avoiding Laredo because I happen to be along, would you?
I would. There's a man there by the name of Kiefer. He and his brothers run the cattle market.
So we could sell the cattle.
No, not to Ben Kiefer. I was in a cattle deal with him once before. I broke up with a little gunplay. One of his men was killed.
Oh?
That was a fair fight, but Kiefer couldn't believe it that way. He made a few threats, and if we meet again, I know there'll be more shooting. But, Katie, we've had 2 good years together. I've been able to get by without getting into any trouble. I kind of like to keep it that way.
Onward to San Antone.
How much longer we're going to wait?
They'll be along soon. This rain won't stop them.
We're sure going to a heap of trouble just to knock off a couple of 100 head of cattle.
You think I rode all the way out here just for that?
Well, that's all you told me.
Bob, I had a run-in with this fellow once. Name's Reardon. A friend of mine got shot. I don't like my friends getting shot, understand? We knock off the cattle and we knock off the people.
Maybe they won't show. Bringing that herd in all the way from Mexico, they could go in any direction.
Jordan?
I told you I saw them cross the Rio Grande early this morning. They're passing up Laredo and heading for San Antone. They gotta come through here.
With the circuit judge in town, ain't you got enough worries?
There's not going to be any worry.
Cattle will be glad to get a drink.
Our last chance of water for miles. Bill? We'll camp on the other side. Hold the herd here until I check the creek bottom. Don't want to run into any soft spots. Say it.
Be careful, Mr. Reardon.
I will, Mrs. Reardon.
Let's go.
Katie! Katie!
Gil, you're here.
Okay.
Gil, hold me.
You looking for somebody?
Ben Kiefer.
He's busy. Maybe his brothers can accommodate you.
I said I was looking for Ben.
You want to see him, you'll have to wait.
Get out of my way.
Why?
I hold right there, both of them. Where's your brave brother?
You're looking for me, Reardon? Hold that gun right where it is. I don't think you'll be needing this anymore.
Well, you don't show much surprise.
Should I?
Most people would.
What are you talking about?
Thanks for leaving me alive. But you didn't draw the line at killing a defenseless woman, did you?
You making up some kind of story?
I don't have to make one up. Well, you slipped up on me, Ben. You're going to be sorry you did right up to the hour I killed you.
I told you once before there wasn't room enough in the same territory for both of us. I never thought you'd make it this easy for me. Reardon, you made it real easy.
Or half the people in this room saw him try to draw me.
Did? That's an interesting way to look at it. Sutton's gun never even left its holster. You made sure he didn't have any chance at all, didn't you?
Chance? Did the two you killed a few hours ago have a chance?
Yeah, aren't you a little mixed up? I've been working upstairs in my office all night. There are witnesses here that can prove that.
You're a liar, Kiefer. You were at the Laredo cutoff just before sundown. And you left me for dead after you murdered my wife.
Talks kind of crazy, doesn't he?
Shoot's kind of crazy, too.
You and your brothers. You got it all figured, haven't you?
As a circuit judge due here tomorrow, you tell him your story. We'll tell him ours.
Close that bar and let's get this trial started.
Archie, close it.
You men I picked for the jury. Leave your drinks and sit over here. This circuit court, with Judge Raymond Parker presiding, is now in session. Jurymen, take off your hats. I've been mixing around a little this morning, now and then overhearing about favoritism and certain conditions existing in this town that might affect the trial. Want to say right from the start, there's no favoritism, no conditions in this court of law. We're going to have a fair trial. A man is dead, and if the jury finds Gil Reardon guilty of murderous charge, he's going to be punished. He's going to be sentenced according to the law. You understand that, Mr. Reardon?
I do.
And if the jury finds the accused innocent, he is to be set free. Understand that, Mr. Kiefer?
I do. There's no doubt about his guilt.
We've got a jury here to decide that. You understand your duties, jury? You men of the jury, will you stop gabbing and listen to what I have to say?
Oh, we're listening, Judge.
You've got to decide if what the witnesses swear to is the truth or if what the defendant swears to is the truth.
We know all that, Judge. Swear 'em in. Let 'em start talking.
Well, I've got something else to say first. I told a few of you what's in this envelope. It's papers giving this district a United States Marshal. I want to say that I recommended the appointment. Some of you have already met the gentleman. He's a good man. He's honest. Stand up, Matt. Matt Crawford.
I don't become the representative of the law here until tomorrow. But there is just one thing I'd like to mention in advance while we're all friends. If you don't want trouble, keep out of trouble.
Well, that goes for you, too, Marshal. If you don't want trouble, keep out of it. That right, boys?
Mr. Keeper, everybody here. When there's trouble, I don't keep out of it. I get in it with both feet.
All right, Marshal, all right. You can make more speeches tomorrow on your own time. The first man to be heard in this case is Ben Kiefer, who makes the charges. Step up, Mr. Kiefer, and be sworn in. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and abide by the verdict of this court, so help you God?
I do.
Your charge is that Gil Reardon came into this saloon yesterday and shot Bob Sutton in cold blood. Killed him.
That's right, Judge. And with witnesses to prove it.
All right, Judge. We're ready.
Everybody sit down now. The court is open again. Everybody sit. You men got a verdict?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
We've listened to all that's been said and swore to very careful, Judge. We all agree on guilty.
I have no choice but to accept the findings of the jury. Namely, that you, Gil Reardon, did shoot and kill one Bob Sutton without reasonable cause or provocation.
What kind of a trial is this?
A fair one, Mr. Reardon, a fair one. You had your say.
I had my say, but I don't think anyone heard it. Why didn't you get answers to the questions I brought up?
Questions don't count. You've got to have evidence, and you haven't any. All you had was charges and no witnesses.
And all you had is a story of three brothers who'd lie, steal, or kill for each other.
Mr. Reardon, the men on this jury tried you. I didn't. They heard everything you said, and they heard everything the Kiefer said, and all agree that you're guilty. I can't fight that, and neither can you. Quiet. To this charge and specification as heard here today, you, Gil Reardon, are hereby sentenced to not less than 10, no more than 25 years in a territorial prison at Unionville, New Mexico. This court is adjourned.
Everybody at the bar, drinks are free for an hour.
I guess you can start your job a day earlier than you expected, Marshal. I'll turn Reardon over to you now. You'll have to deliver him to the Unionville prison. Reardon, I'm sorry about your wife.
10 to 25 years. That's a long time.
I'm really sorry. I couldn't help it. So long, Marshal.
I'm innocent, Marshal.
Too bad you didn't have more proof on your side.
Does that mean you believe me?
All I said was, it's too bad you haven't got more proof.
Now, you stay here long enough, you may run into some of that proof. This town really needs a cleaning, Marshal.
If this town needs it, I'll clean it up.
Too late to do me any good. Again, Smokey.
Nobody knows the trouble.
Sing something else, will you? That song's driving me crazy.
Mr. Gill, I can't sing no more. I'm worried. They'll shoot you down dead.
Shut that talk.
It's true. Those guards can see in the dark. Like big owls with big eyes.
Will you shut up? Let him alone. Him and you. I ain't fighting no longer. We waited so long, we'll get caught.
Reardon did solitary for me once. I'm not leaving him this way. They find him with this iron half-cut, he's as good as dead.
So you do make it. Loredo's a long ways off.
Talking.
Minutes more, just minutes.
When we're over the wall, we go separate. Understand?
You go any way you want to. I promised Reardon I'd get into Laredo. He can't find his way across that stinking desert without me.
wish you were coming with us.
There's nothing on the outside for me. Nothing.
Goodbye, Smokey.
I know you are from prison. They keep you with iron chains. How you go free?
Well, let's talk about you first. How'd you get tied up? Where'd you learn to speak English?
I go to reservation school. I'm Mascaleros. Apache Mascaleros.
You know, Indian, you're Mexican.
I was Mexican when I was very small, before I was stolen. But I'm Mascaleros Indian now.
I'm too tired to argue. Now, how'd you get in this fix?
I did not come freely.
I can believe that.
The Chiricahuas. 3 days ago, Delgados, the son of his chief, they steal me.
Well, this is some way to spend a honeymoon.
I know what that means, no honeymoon. I hate Delgados. I fight him. He tie me here while he go hunting.
This was Delgado's?
Yes. Now I'm free.
What do they call you?
Natana.
Natana.
There's a Mexican name I like.
Oh?
Rosita.
Rosita? Yeah, that fits better.
Rosita.
It's more Mexican. They're pretty Mexican, too. Where'd the army saddles come from?
Delgado steal them before he steal me.
It's taking this right out of a fort.
Chiricahua dogs sneak like coyotes at night.
Sure. Oh, I could stand fresh clothes and the cleaning up. Now, do I have to tie you to a tree?
No.
You won't run away?
No. I like you. I'm glad we are alone. I will fix food.
You know the country well?
Very well. I ride all over with Mascalaros until I go to reservation school. Until Delgado steal me. Delgado's Chiricahua dog.
Have you ever been that way?
You have not?
I'll say I haven't been over that part.
That is bad way. Some rock. Big canyon. Not much water. Desert god make big storm this time of year.
Oh, you believe in desert gods now, huh?
I know them best. That is bad way. You come with Rosita. My village not many days away. Enough food in saddle. My father make you big friend.
Check your canteen, we'll get started.
We find plenty of water on the way to my village.
Oh, we're heading that way, to the Texas line.
Tejano?
Check your canteen.
No, I don't like you. I'm sorry you find me.
Well, that can be taken care of. I've got an appointment in Laredo. You just get me across those hills. You're on your own.
This is no good. The Chiricahuas hate Mascalaros. If the Chiricahuas find the son of their chief dead, Colorados himself will follow our trail. Better we go to my village.
Now, do you get up there alone, or do I tie you on? And don't get any runaway ideas. I'll shoot your horse down if I have to. The sooner we get to Laredo, the sooner you can get back to your people. Now, get up there. I was told this crossing shouldn't take more than 5 or 6 days. You see that it doesn't. Head down there. That water will keep our tracks covered for a while.
Delgado's.
Lakalakalewo! Dalkis! Dice Yapto!
Well, no use, Matt. Ben Kiefer's too smart to do his own dirty work. He's got 5 witnesses that'll swear he was 20 miles away from that shooting last night.
I've been a lot of places, Dave. The smart hombres all make mistakes. Just a question of time.
Time? Marshal, you've been here over 4 months, and I've been here 3. That Kiefer stranglehold's getting stronger.
Could be if it gets too tight, it might break its own accord.
Or break us.
Take it easy, Dave. Just keep your hook baited and be patient. Fish bound to get hungry. Sooner or later, they'll bite. I want Ben Kiefer for sure. The brothers I can hope for. But I want Ben cornered. I want him dead to rights.
That's a pretty big order. He's Cajun.
We got us another worry, eh? Telegraph operator delivered this message while you were out. Yellow Reardon escaped from Unionville prison.
How?
Doesn't say. It's from Captain Garrick.
prison superintendent.
What's he mean if Reardon lived through the cloudburst? He thinks he'll come here.
I reckon he remembers all the facts of the trial. When I delivered Reardon to him, we talked it over.
Well, the man'd have to be loco to try coming across the desert.
The man's got a solid reason for getting somewhere. He might go loco trying to get there.
Marshal, you heard Reardon in court. What do you think now of his story?
Just what I thought then. I wish he'd had more proof to back it up.
Then you do believe it?
Just what you said. The Kiefers are smart hombres. They know how to tighten the stranglehold.
Well, if I was in Reardon's shoes, I'd be hightailing it far away from here, not looking for trouble.
Would you?
Yes, I would.
You loved your wife. You knew who killed her. And where you could find him. Would you hightail it away?
Well,
Ben Kiefer and I were having a few drinks one night. Enough to loosen his tongue a little. Said he first met Reardon in Dodge. We had a little run-in of some kind. Right after that, he heard that Reardon got married and left Dodge. Ben thought he'd hung up his guns and settled down somewhere in Texas.
Be better if he had. Trying to cross that desert, well...
I think we can start watching for him.
Now, those Apaches don't want any white man on any part of their land, dead or alive. Well, even if he does get here, couldn't do anything against his keepers.
Reardon's the kind who always plays showdown. Cards on the table. Face up. One draw.
One winner, one loser.
That's right. Well, I think I'll break the good news to somebody. A worrying man might worry himself into making mistakes. And mistakes might just speed up breaking that stranglehold that you were talking about.
Well, it's always a pleasure to see a United States Marshal in here. What can I do for you, Matt? Drink?
Have a beer.
Maybe he's got another closing order he can't make stick.
When I can prove your extra activities, I'll make that closing order stick.
You know, Marshal, when you first came to Laredo, I thought I was going to like you. You seem to have a lot of sense, even for a lawman. You're making me change my mind.
Want to know something, Ben? You may have to change it right back again. I just had a message from the prison superintendent at Unionville Prison.
Should that interest me?
Gil Reardon's heading for Laredo, coming across the desert. You add it up.
Coming across the desert, huh? He'll never make it. I thought he had at least 10 more years to do in that lockup.
The walls weren't high enough.
It's up to the law to nail him. It's your job to get him.
Don't you ever tell me what my job is?
Now, just a minute.
And don't you just a minute me. Remember, Ben, a rattler can get stepped on permanently if a man's fast enough.
Rosita, better get down. Give him a mile or so to find out he isn't lame any longer. Which way to that ledge you told me about in the water?
That way in Big Canyon. 4 or 5 hours, maybe. The Chiricahuas. Better we had gone to my village. Colorados will never give up our trail.
We've got a good start. Maybe we can hold it. Rosita, you ride my horse. I'll lead yours until he knows he can carry some weight.
Indian would make Rosita walk.
I know. Now get up on mine. I want to make that ledge before dark.
Water is up there. Why you trust me like this?
Because you don't like Chiricahuas any more than I do.
That is true. But how you know I not lead you around the desert and not straight across it? Rosita had a wish to do that.
Sometimes people just know things about other people without knowing the reasons.
Sometimes I know things too. And the reasons. I go first. Why you run from law?
It's a long story.
This man you look for in Laredo, he help you to be free of law?
Not quite. I might get in deeper.
Why? You go to kill him? Because of your woman?
My woman, as you call her, is dead.
I'm glad. It is right to be honest. I say I am glad. I am. Is it wrong? I say what I think. Like we are here alone. And I am glad. Are you?
I haven't given it a thought.
That is not honest. That is not true. I see your eyes. They talk to me. You look at me sometimes like a man looks at his woman. Like you want me
Why can't you talk about something else?
About the prison?
No.
About the man in Laredo, the man you hate? Hate is no good, Gil. It eats in here. It changes a good spirit. Law no follow us across the Mexican border. We will go. I know the way.
To what?
To tomorrow. Tomorrow with no running away. Rosita had hate too. Now no good to remember. If I can change, Gil can change.
There's some things a man has to do if he's going to live with himself. No matter where. See what's bothering him.
Not Apaches. It's a storm god. Animals always know. The Shazara.
Shazara? What's that?
It is evil. Tomorrow the sun will hide. The sky will turn black. And the devil wind will come.
Ah.
Tomorrow it will come. You will see. It can mean death. Better we stay here. Devil wind come. It will blow hard.
Have to chance it.
To Laredo?
That's it.
And if I do not go on?
I've heard what Chiricahuas do to Indian girls. They find with white men. want to kiss me?
Yes, yes, but just because I kiss you does not... I'll be a good woman for you, but afraid.
Of what?
I always be honest. Indian or white man can love many times, but not Rosita. I want to love for real. Only once. Only one man.
Don't be afraid.
Well, thought you'd be back yesterday.
Couldn't make it. You can forget all about Reardon.
Nothing to worry about now.
Good. How'd you do it?
We ran into one of them storms. Must have choked everything in the desert and the foothills, too. First a rain, and then one of them Chizera winds. Couldn't see my hand, couldn't see my horse.
I could hardly breathe. That Reardon's out of our hair for good.
Uh-huh, he is, huh? Where were you during this terrible storm?
We holed up.
Hold up, huh? Could Reardon have done the same?
Why not a chance? Besides, we had horses and water.
Did you see him dead?
No, but...
I made that same mistake myself once, remember?
Yeah, but we could live through that storm. Nobody could.
I told you two dumbheads to make sure. Well, what are you sure of? A lousy, stinking sandstorm that you lived through, didn't you? So could he. You two better figure a way of posting a lookout. Because if Reardon's alive, he'll be coming in.
Glad you're along, Bass. You make the best coffee.
What do you aim to do, Matt? If Reardon did get through the Chicera, well, it's been 3 days. We're not going to catch him sitting here.
Dave, you'll be old before your time. First, you figure what you'd do in the other fellow's shoes. And you sit in the middle of the road and wait.
Oh, but Matt...
Save a lot of wear and tear, too, son, on man and horse. You'll be coming this way.
You know, it mightn't be too bad if he was to slip past us.
That wouldn't be much to our credit.
No, but it might just be a fighting chance for Laredo to get rid of the Keefers.
If we see Reardon, we'll take him in. You got the first watch, Bass. And you, Dave, rouse me at 3 for my turn.
Texas foothills.
Gil, just once more I ask you to...
No, it has to be this way.
I'm just like an Indian squaw to you.
I've got a job to finish, I told you.
And if you finish it, they take you back to prison. It proves nothing. You throw our life together away.
Our life together?
Would that be wrong now?
A man's got to live with himself first, or he isn't good for anybody. Well, maybe someday...
Maybe you'll be dead, too.
Maybe.
I go with you. I help.
You're going home where it's safe. The Chiricahuas don't want you. It's me the chief wants.
I go with you.
No. You're a good guide, Rosita, and thanks for getting me this far. But from here on in, I go alone. Now, we're through. We're finished. You go back to your home.
Where do you think you're going? This isn't a way to your village.
I was lost.
You were not.
All right, I will not. Go ahead, tie me to the horse if you think so little of me.
Now, what am I going to do with you?
I could tell you what you would do, but you will not do it.
I have told you, and you will not do it.
No.
Well, what are you going to do, Rosita? Sit up there all day?
Hold it, Reardon. Don't do anything foolish, son. You're covered.
Well, a new marshal right on the job. When there's trouble, he jumps in with both feet.
Take it, Bass. Picked yourself a pretty good-looking companion.
Oh, I should have figured this.
And I'm glad you didn't. You saved me a heap of trouble.
No, I don't mean this ambush. I should have figured the law is still doing Kiefer's dirty work.
I'll pass that for now, Reardon. Let's see if he's fit.
No!
Rosita, no. I'll leave her alone. I made her show me the way.
No!
Where'd you pick her up?
Tied to a tree.
With a sign hanging above her reading, help yourself?
Oh, give me time, Marshal. I'll try and think of something better.
Check her saddlebags for grub. If she hasn't got any, give her some of ours. We'll send her on her way.
We have a couple of minutes together.
Yeah.
I was right. I should have taken you to the border.
Oh, it's better this way.
Bring up the horses, Dave. We got to make that old stagecoach station before dark. We got plenty of water. Give her one of our extra canteens.
Yeah, she'll need it.
You'll be happier with your people.
No, I belong with you.
It has to be this way, Rosita.
There you are. Can't figure you, Reardon. You'd have been a lot smarter to head for the border. The law will take care of the keepers, sooner or later.
I thought maybe I could speed things up a little. How much extra time will I get for the break hunt?
You ought to quit thinking about Kiefer. Quit remembering about your wife, too. It'll all even off somewhere. It always does. It'd be a lot smarter to wash it out of your system. Put it all behind you.
I would have after 10 minutes in Laredo.
I'll slip those off if I get your word. That Rosita, she an Indian girl gone Mexican or a Mexican girl gone Indian?
A little of both.
Seemed like a nice girl, too. All for you.
Is that what she said?
Where I was looking, she didn't have to say it.
Well, forget her.
It's the girl!
Gil! Colorados! It is Colorados. I see him and many others not far away now.
Sure cows.
They won't give us any trouble.
Yeah, they will, considering I had to polish off the chief's son.
Ridiculous. These two have cooked up that story in case he was captured. What Colorado's reservation's over the other side of the big canyon. That Injun wouldn't dare leave it.
He did! They're coming! We go quick or we all die.
You think she's telling the truth?
She always does.
We're moving. Kill the fire. Inside. You two stay back here.
All right, Marshal. Get them off. Now, you got my word. How about a gun?
Dave, cover the door. Not yet.
Hey, look out here.
Wait. He's coming in for a powwow. Don't get jumpy.
Now, look. I've got a small spread below the border near Cervantes. Got a Mexican couple living on it now.
I'll write them for you.
Something else. Well, this girl, well, she's alone, and, well, she'll have some sort of a chance living on my place. See she gets there, will you?
Be glad to, if we get out of here.
But you're still...
I think you can get Colorado's to settle for me.
What?
That's the deal.
Nothing doing. Like I said, Reardon, if we ride out of here like we came in, together, what's left of us, or we don't ride.
Lawman speaks good, Gil. We ride together or we don't ride.
That's it.
Colorado's come for white man who killed my son. And for girl.
You're off your reservation bounds, Colorados. You want to bring the soldiers down on your people?
You give me man and girl?
I'm taking them both to Laredo.
You want me, Colorados?
I thought I told you to stay put.
Sorry, Marshal, this is my deal. You speak brave words, Colorados, with your Chiricahuas right behind to protect you. Brave like your son Delgados, who attacks an unarmed man. And once the Chiricahuas were known as warriors.
Your tongue is like a knife.
I mean it to cut deep. A Chiricahua will not dare fight one man alone. He is not brave enough. A Chiricahua is a coward.
You are brave?
10 times more than Colorado's.
When the sun is high, we will see who is the warrior.
So you're the dealer. Well, son, you sure dealt yourself a hand.
Achinga! 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 Achinga!
One lone hatchet between them.
Apaches call it the Battle of the Warriors. It's always to the death. If Reardon comes out top dog, those Indians left without a leader will scatter to the wind.
With them busy watching the fight, we'll never have a better chance to grab our horses.
We could use them.
I'll try it.
Not without me.
Let's move fast. Our horses are back here. Laredo. That's what you wanted to see, isn't it?
Marshal,
Life takes some funny twists, don't it?
with you here, this isn't funny.
I gotta build myself a smoke. Anybody got the makings?
No, Gil.
Why, that son of a gun stole my rifle.
You're letting him die.
He's making his own ride. He's got his 10 minutes.
Howdy. Cost you $1 for the night. That includes a rubdown.
Collect from the marshal. He'll be picking him up.
The marshal?
Do me a favor, will you?
Why, sure.
Tell Ben Kiefer Gil Reardon's in town.
Reardon? Oh, you're Reardon. I was at your trial. The marshal said you broke out of...
Just tell Ben Kiefer I'm moving his way in 5 minutes.
Oh, yes, sir. Sure. Right away, Mr. Reardon.
Reardon's in town. He sent word ahead that he'd be coming up the street in 5 minutes. You shouldn't have shot his wife, Ben. He wants you.
Take your rifle. You can get him from the roof of that building across the street. Now, don't miss. Go out that way. Walt will be in position in a few seconds.
I could cross over there. That way we'd have him between us.
You stick with me. Let's go. Let him come to us.
Let's go. Go on, Ben. Try.
You killed Walton Jordan, isn't that enough?
You murdered my wife, not them!
You shoot me down and you're no better. My gun is holstered.
Draw it! Draw it!
You want to shoot me in cold blood? Go ahead.
I've come a long way to kill you.
But you can't do it, can you? Look, I'm throwing my gun away.
All right, you had your chance.
Your wife would be proud of you.
Gil!
Rosita!
Gil!
Reardon's horse, get him. I'm ready now, Marshal.
What for? I don't know what you're talking about, Gil.
But, Marshal, I'm ready now to...
Bass, hurry up with that horse. Hey, get up on your horse. Get up, little lady. You too. Do you think you can find your way to the border?
The border?
Yes, yes, I know the way.
There's a little spread near a place called Savannah.
Marshal.
Now get. Get! It'll all even up in the end. Always does.
Guess we'll have to report that he got away from us.
Yep. Prisoner escaped in a hail of bullets.
Sure went loco, didn't he?
You know, I'd say this town just got his first slice of good luck.
You might make a peace officer yet, Dave. I'll buy the drinks.